Hello everyone, Canberra here, and welcome to another Magic the Gathering Arena video. This is the last of the Mono Knights trilogy. This is Mono White. Personally, I think this may well be the strongest monocolored Knights deck that you can build. It has a lot of power in it, it gives a lot of tokens, and has a lot of useful features. So to start off with, we've got Venerable Knight. 4 copies of that, so when Venerable Knight dies, +1/+1 counter on target knight you control. Links up well with some of the other +1/+1 counters, and it gives you a decent chump blocker knowing that you can boost other creatures. So we've got 4 copies of Glass Casket to take away anything early that your opponent may play. Exile target creature with an opponent controls and convert to cost 3 or less. 4 copies of Tempered Veteran. So for 1 white mana, you can put a +1/+1 counter on target creature with a +1/+1 counter on it. And for about 6 mana to white, you can put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. So you can boost your already boosted creatures, or you can basically put a counter on something without a counter. 4 copies of Worthy Knight. Whenever you cast a Night spell, create a 1/1 white human creature. 3 copies of Acclaimed Contender. So when Acclaimed Contender enters the battlefield, if you control another Knight, look at the top 5 cards of your library. Knight, Aura, Equipment, Legendary Artifact cards, so you can dig out Circle of Loyalty and other cards as well. Ardenvale Tactician, so Dizzying Swoop, tap up to target creatures, and also you have Flying as well. Linden the Steadfast Queen. White and black were the only 2 that I could get the Regents for. There was no Regent for Embereth. So, Legendary Creature Human Noble. Vigilance, so whenever a white creature you control attacks, you gain 1 life. Ardenvale Paladin, Adamant, so if I spend at least 3 white mana, which won't be a problem, Ardenvale Paladin enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. Basri's Lieutenant, Vigilance, Protector from multi. Yeah, this is an all-round massively valuable card. The only reason I don't put it in my Boros Knights deck is because I wanted to make room for some other cards, but that might change actually. So, Vigilance, Protection from Multicolored, when Basri's Lieutenant enters the battlefield, +1/+1 counter. And then if something with a +1/+1 counter dies, you create a 2/2 white knight creature token. Sir Alan the Lion's Claw. So he has first strike, and whenever Sir Alan the Lion's Claw attacks, other creatures you control get +1/+1 till the end of the turn. So it's good for board as well. And then you've got a copy of Circle of Loyalty. So it gives all creatures +1/+1. Whenever I cast a legendary spell creature, I can create a 2/2 white knight creature token with Vigilance. So, and then obviously I can spend mana to create 1 as well. So I've got 2 copies of Castle Ardenvale, so I can create a 1/1 human creature token if necessary. And then 22 planes. I do think this is the strongest. All of the games I'll be doing will be in ranked, so we're just going to jump straight into it and see how we get on. So we're on the draw. We're going to go with this hand, because I can play Worthy Knight to tramp by a veteran. Should be fine. So we'll drop off the planes first. Rebel Knight off the top would have been nice, but there we go. We're getting another planes. If we flood out, it's going to be really annoying. He's probably going to take the Basri's Lieutenant. I know he takes the Worthy Knight, make sure I can't play anything off the top. Now this presents an interesting scenario, because if we can get the Basri's Lieutenant on the field, we can just keep buffing the Basri's Lieutenant, whichever start with the Tempered Veteran. Okay. This is interesting then. Get in there. Takes my Circle of Loyalty, that's irritating. Weird thing is I'm assuming he's eventually going to try and counter the first thing we play. So we'll drop this here. See what we can find. Take the other Basri's Lieutenant. Attack with both Tempered Veterans. So yeah, we're doing alright. We just need to get one of the Basri's Lieutenant on the field. But then the problem is if he counters one and then takes the other out of hand, we're going to have a problem. There's your Blood Chief's Thirst that. So I'm assuming this first one's going to get countered. But we'll try anyway. No, it doesn't. So I mean, hit him 5/5. Big hit there. So whatever he plays first, hopefully we can Glass Casket it. We can play another Basri's Lieutenant if necessary. There we go, we hit him there. So, that's pretty good, actually. So we're doing quite well. But he's not really played anything. He's done... Yeah. I don't think... He just played removal encounters. I don't think he had anything in his hand to deal with an actual board presence. So, that's an interesting start, but we'll just move on to the next game. Okay, so we're finally on the play after about the 6th attempt today, with a pretty decent draw as well. So, well, I say that, but we just need a third land. Famous last words. Yeah, by the way, I'm using a new microphone, so it works. I mean, it works a little bit too well, so you'll be able to hear things like me clicking the mouse and me breathing. But otherwise, it is good, honestly. So it looks like it's going to be a food deck. Get that in there. We get mana stop now. Fucking hell. Is he? I thought he was going to use the goose to block there. Of course he's not going to use the goose to block. Nessie and Horn Beetle, that's fine. I'm assuming he's not going to use anything to block with these. Yeah, I get the feeling we might be getting mana starved. Well, it means if you want to block using the Horn Beetle, go ahead. Problem is, there's going to be another land, drop Questing Beast, and then I'm screwed because I can't get any land in. Oh no, another ooze, or a Scavenging Ooze. At some point he's going to have to start blocking with things, right? Yeah, I think I'm just going to get mana screwed out of the game here. So, that's kind of frustrating, but it's quite funny to just go attack with Venerable Knights and just end up with this. Yeah, that's the Questing Beast. Always the way. So he gets the hit in there. Can take the opportunity to try and shuffle the deck here a little bit. That's fine. If you want to block there, that's absolutely fine, because that gets rid of the Questing Beast, so I can make a Claim Contender a 4/4. Do it! I dare you. Do it! Block that there. Are you serious? You're gonna rope here? Why? Because you suddenly realize that you're... Just don't block with the quick... Ugh. Okay. At least you got another one. So I'm just gonna block with the Acclaimed Contender, because why not? Ooh, now that is interesting. He's got a Scavenging Ooze. Oh look, you can eat all... Yes, that's very nice. So I take it you didn't get your other land then. If this guy's just going to rope out every turn, this is going to be a really long game. It does have the trophy. There we go. Tweak. So, yeah, now we're just waiting for this guy to finish his turn, so... Hopefully I can get a land off the top, play out the Basri's Lieutenant. Probably put the token on the Acclaimed Contender to get Basri into Basri, and then buff the Acclaimed Contender to the point where he should be a match for the a consistent match for the Ooze. Really? So, it looks like we're just waiting then. There we go. Gain some life. I'm assuming this guy didn't get the draw he wanted, so now he's in a huff. That's the only thing I can assume. So we'll just have to see how this game plays out. But I think it's pretty impressive we came back and won on Mana Screw. But the game's not over yet, so you never know. So he's got his 4th land, before we got ours as well. Another questing beast. Okay. Then I can play that twice and hopefully go on and get a decent hit in. I'm wondering if this guy might be okay or whether he might be having connection issues. I'm gonna not be an asshole and assume that he's roping. There we go. That takes out the goose at least. So I'm assuming he's just gonna eat a bunch of his creatures and a bunch of mine as well. No, he's gonna play out the Grey Henge. Oof. So he's... Alright. Right, let's see what we can do here. Actually getting a card. So I'll block the Acclaimed Contender with a Questing Beast. Or do I have to? Oh shit. Double oh shit. Okay. Right. So yeah, we just block here. Four, 7, 9. He's got 12. Okay. Only problem I have is obviously I have to... Yeah, I think I might have lost this based on leaving it too long, basically. Eric's Uprising. Right now they all have Trample. Yeah, I think I've lost this. Even if I get the blocks in. Yeah, that's a shame. I think I left it too long. I was trying to be clever and kind of just ended up taking over the game. It's a problem with mono green decks. They can take over really. So unfortunately, I've been knocked all the way back to play queue. I tried to play it in ranked, and it was just an awful, awful experience. Just there was either really bad hands or just endless mana screw. So something seems to be up. I'm going to try a couple of games in play queue, see what happens. If I get at least 2 good games in play queue, I'll probably try the last game in ranked. So we'll have to see what happens on that one. It's kind of awkward because my only win I've had with this deck so far has been one where my opponent basically didn't play anything for the whole game. See, that's an okay hand, even if it is on the draw. So in Glass Casket, the first thing to play, we don't have to hold it up for Lurus. Keep 7. So it plays Dismal Backwater first. There's probably Demir Mill, Rogue's Lurus, whatever it is. And slowly build up, but we can Glass glass casket the first thing they play. So that'll be quite fun. Excuse me one moment. Jesus. Sorry about that. Right. There we go. Shut that thing up. So we're kind of just waiting for my opponent to do so. Yep. Blood Chief's Thirst. So my opponent is apparently just deciding forever to taking forever to decide what he wants to do. End turn, so we can't really play anything. Okay. I'll take that. That, unfortunately, I can't take. There we go. And you can't drown in the lock that shit. That's the important part. I need another land off the top here. I can either play Worthy Knight and Acclaimed Contender, or I can just play Acclaimed Contender and get in with Ardenvale Tactician. Like, there's a multitude of things I can do here. Like, I might have to play Worthy Knight and then Ardenvale Tactician so I can block the Soaring Thought Thief when my opponent stops taking about 8 minutes to decide a reaction. So, is that... I don't mind people thinking before they act, but it gets really irritating when they just kind of sit there and wait. So I get him for 2, or 1 even. Damn it, I needed that land. Oh, well, they might have helped me through a little bit of a flood anyway. Right, so I'll take the Ardenvale Tactician here because I need to get the chance in to block. Yeah. So there we go. Swing in with the Bazoo's Lieutenant, and we can block the Soaring Thought Thief here. So that'd be quite fun. Well, that'd be quite useful. So he's going to play Lurrus next turn and probably get back the Blood Chief's Thirst. It'd be really weird if he does that, though, because, like, he's only got... Yeah. Like, I can play Circle of Loyalty next turn. Yeah, you can't... If I can get... I'm going to get Glass Casket off the top and I can just take the Lurrus of the Dream Den, that'd be great. Gains 1 life off of that. No. Take the other Lieutenant, and now I can play Circle of Loyalty. So I can block Lurrus with one of the human tokens now, which is pretty great. Huh. Actually going to take the hit on that. Fair enough. But yeah, he can just replay it later. I need to get that Lurrus off the board. If I can get a Glass Casket, that'd be great. Towards I can swing in with everything next turn and just... So, yeah. What are you going to do now? Best thing is, I don't think that can be drowned in the lock. Yeah, you can't drown in the lock that because it's got protection from Multicolored. He could kick a Blood Chief's Thirst and get rid of it, but I've got another Bazoo's Lieutenant right here. Either way, I actually have a lot of power on the board. Yep, he's going to kick a Blood Chief's Thirst. And I'm going to get a Knight out of that, so that's fine. Okay, flashed in for no reason. So another Basri's Lieutenant. Another human token on the field as well. I'll actually give the token to the Worthy Knight. Charge. See, this is kind of like the power that the deck is supposed to have. I tried to show it off in ranked, but every game in ranked was just a bunch of against a bunch of snowbally decks where I didn't get any curve to be able to stop that snowball. So that was unfortunate. I like that he can just hold up priority with the Fable Passage for as long as he likes. Which is kind of a douche move, to be honest. But as it is. That just keeps him alive. Okay. And he scoops. Yep, he's done there. There was nothing really more he could do. So, obviously I am in play queue, but the glitch is still there. But that's how the deck is supposed to work. So I'll probably play another game. I'll see if I can get another game in ranked, but if not, I might just have to play the next one on play queue. But we'll see how we do. So we're on the play with a decent hand, actually. So drop the Tempered Veteran first, and then hopefully build up into Basri Lieutenant and get Sir Alan on the board. So, keeps that 7. Let's see how we do. So opponent cracks Fable Passage first. Thank you for doing that and not waiting to my turn to do it. I get a bit funny about that. People will wait to crack Fable Passage on your turn. And then play the Tempered Veteran. I'm going to get a Worthy Knight off the top, to be honest. Oh, that's perfect. Get another Lieutenant. Attack for 1. Makes the wall. Building up rather well, actually. Just take the block, get rid of the wall. That's fine. So next turn I can drop... Probably next turn I'll drop another Basri's Lieutenant. That's fine, I have another one. See? Did it. And then we'll put another counter on the Acclaimed Contender. Slam. What damage I've actually done to the life points so far. Life points? Wait, what? What game am I playing again? Wrong card game. Well, no, I think it would be life points. 20 life. Yeah, so it would sort of be life points. But just, I think the way... Oh, yeah, they instant scoop. Yeah, they weren't getting the draws. You see, this is the problem. The only two games I've won... The only two wins I've had in ranked have been from people not getting the draws they need. Which sort of, that's how I've been losing games as well. But I'll talk about it later. Better keep the sand because I can build up Worthy Knight from there, but... Bit of a risky keep. I think this is the other issue, is that I've kind of had a lot of slow hands in this, but... I think there are a lot of shortcomings with this deck that I didn't realise when I was first playing it. So get the Worthy Knight on the field. Ow. Lame. It just gets in for 1. Right, so play Linden. So we play Tempered Veteran and then Glass Casket to get rid of the Lovestruck Beast or the Murderous Rider, whichever one he wants to bring down. Interesting. Fortunately, I can't attack that because I'll just block with the Falmar Knight. So what I'll probably do is I'll use Ardenvale Tactician and Glass Casket to get rid of whatever big creature they play. No, they're just gonna... Alright. Whatever. A Glass Casket would actually be quite useful. Need to do that so I can actually get in for some damage. Gain the life, get the hit in. So next turn we should just be able to Glass Casket whatever big creature they play. Oh, he's going to eat my veterans. That'll at least allow me to... You see, the problem is I can't get past the... all the crap they... Yeah, there we go. Ow. Lame. Then they play the Lovestruck Beast. I gotta think. I really need a good draw off here. Right. Wow. I could be a bit fucked here. I think, yeah, this is sort of the things that you can't really deal with, like, decks that snowball. I mean, I can block there. That costs 4. Yeah. I'll just have to take this one as the last one. Fuck it. Yeah, it's from the right. I think I just end up with too slow a hand on too many snowballing decks. Okay, so when I said it might be the strongest deck, I think I might have overstated. Having played it, I think it's still got its strengths, but I think it's still probably as strong as Embereth, but definitely not stronger than like Mono Black. About the same power level as Mono Red. Its biggest problem is that aside from being able to put Glass Casket, unless you want to put Banishing Light in there, there's basically not a lot of removal in the deck. So when your opponent gets his important pieces on the field that you can't damage him fast enough that he has to block, they can effectively snowball you out. I think there was a lot of games I didn't record, or at least stopped recording on, because I was almost on the verge of victory, and then my opponent kind of got their pieces going, and then they snowballed me out of the game. It's still got a lot of power in the deck, as you've been able to see, where you can basically infinitely boost your creatures and have big hitters on the board. But again, with no removal and probably on on a slow draw, you can get completely, basically absolutely battered out of the game. So I think it's probably as strong as the mono red, but I think mono black is the strongest of the night stacks on looking at all three. So I'll be back tomorrow with something a little bit more original, something that people have done before, but I want to take my own piece on it. So stay tuned for that. If you have enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like. And if you want to see more, you can always subscribe. Thank you for watching. Cambear out.